If you follow me on Instagram, Facebook, or TikTok, then you saw my video last week talking about what $730,000 gets you in St. Petersburg, Florida. Well, today we're jumping on the other side of the bridge because we are in Brandon checking out another community from Homes by Westbay. We are in Hidden Lakes, and I'm going to show you what $730,000 gets you in Tampa. What is going on, YouTube? If you are new to the channel, welcome. And if you are returning, welcome back. Like I said in the intro, we have another beautiful community by Homes by Westbay, one of the builders we've seen plenty of times on my channel in the past. I've been asking myself lately, do we even need more luxury new construction in the Tampa Bay area? But then when I see what you can get in Tampa versus what you can get in St. Pete for nearly the same price, it's almost a no-brainer that I understand why these builders are still putting up these luxury new homes. And fortunately today, we have one model we're gonna get to see today that I'm sure is gonna blow you away. And if you tune in to my short form content on the other platforms, then you're gonna be able to quickly compare and see how your money is gonna stretch a lot further in the Tampa area than it is in St. Pete. Now, before we jump into the model, I do want to preface the video by saying I am a licensed agent in the state of Florida. So if you have real estate goals, questions, or dreams of moving to Florida, especially the Tampa Bay area, I would be honored to earn your real estate business and help you make your transition here as smooth as possible. So I'm going to drop my contact information on screen so you can get in touch. So without further ado, let's jump into the model and check it out. All right, so we're in the Key Largo 2, one of the two floor plans they're offering in this community. So we're gonna flip the camera and have a walkthrough, and I'm gonna tell you why it's my favorite of the two. So upon entry here to the right, you have your formal dining room, you could call it. And then as you walk through the foyer, it opens up into this massive great room where you have your kitchen, living room, and less formal dining room off to the back there. And Homes by Westbay follows the motif of having these huge wooden beams run across the ceiling, and it almost gives this recessed feel of the ceiling above with a little more texture and detail. Now, one thing I love that they've done opposed to other builders is right off to the left at almost the front of the home, you have your primary bedroom, and it's huge. And then there's a door over there that leads you to the pool, but we'll get to that in a second. And then your ensuite bathroom. And just look at this. It honestly doesn't get better than that. You have your glass shower, tub, and then dual vanity with tons of storage and cabinetry. And the reason I love that so much is because instead of tucking the primary at the back of the home, it kind of has its own space on one side of the home separate from everything else. Now, as you come across the hall, you have your laundry room, and they did win Best Feature for this laundry room here. And guest bathroom across the hall, and you have two guest bedrooms, both with huge walk-in closets, which is pretty standard for Homes by Westbay. Now you can see you have your slider here that will get you to the pool. If you were entertaining, you could open these up, have people come in and out as free as they want. But over to the right here, you have another guest bedroom. You have a guest bathroom, but this is almost what I want to call a wet room because you have direct access to the pool, so you wouldn't have to come in and out of the house if you wanted to go to the bathroom if you were hanging out at the pool. And then you have this entertainment area here with a wine cooler there. And again, access to the pool. So a great space for entertainment or guests if they wanted to come in and out from the pool without having to walk through the main part of the home. And then one thing I also wanted to point out was you have access to the pool on all three sides of the home. So whether you're in the primary, the main living area, or this guest entertainment area here, you can get to the pool from no matter where you're at in the home. And then coming back out, lastly, we will head upstairs into this loft. And this is probably amongst one of the nicer lofts I've seen. You have two desks there for working, but you also have another refrigerator and sink area in case you wanted to entertain or just have your own space. But what they've accompanied with this is another guest bedroom and bathroom. So if you had a guest and they wanted their own privacy, this would be a great place to put them. They have their own bedroom, bathroom, and entertainment relaxation area for them to enjoy without having to intrude on other parts of the home. All right, you're not gonna get away from me that fast. You know I have to talk about the costs and fees associated with living in the community, and I'll start with the HOA. Hidden Lakes does have an HOA fee of $1,425 per quarter. Now that is a little heftier than what we've seen this year. However, on a monthly basis, that's a little over $400 per month. Now this community is boutique, so they don't have a ton of space for amenities. So your HOA is gonna cover your basic exterior needs. So that's gonna have water and exterior maintenance included, as well as irrigation for the lawns. Now, a plus side to this is, even though these are really massive homes, they don't have a CDD fee, so a huge plus for them compared to other builders in the area. Now, as you know, based on the title of this video, they do have models starting at $730,000. However, these homes, depending on your design package and floor plan, they do go up to about 1.3 million. So they do range. However, the base starting price for these homes here in Hidden Lakes is $730,000, a really great steal compared to what you could get in some other places for the same amount of money. Now, this community is tucked away in the highly desired Bloomingdale suburb of Brandon, just outside Tampa. We're talking a 20-minute drive into downtown Tampa. You're probably about 30 to 35 minutes to Tampa International Airport. And then you are surrounded by some really well-rated schools, including Brooker Elementary, Burns Middle School, and Bloomingdale High School. I know we didn't cover a whole lot today. However, this video topic had tons of engagement on all my other social platforms. So I wanted to bring it to YouTube and see how you guys felt about this $700,000 price range here in the Tampa Bay area. Given as much inventory is sitting on the market right now, I personally do not think builders should be continuing to develop these luxury homes. I am honestly curious to know who's buying these, who's putting these under contract, and what kind of lifestyle they're living. Because I have yet to meet these people, but would be astounded to find out how they're able to afford these homes and why they're choosing this area opposed to others in different parts of Florida. So let me know in the comments what you guys think. Do you think builders should be putting more affordable housing or more luxury homes to build up the Tampa Bay area to what it potentially could be in the near future? Now, if you have questions about new construction in the Tampa Bay area, I've prepared a free guide just for you. I'm gonna drop the link in the description of this video so you can go down and grab it for free. If you end up having questions about new construction or just real estate in general in the Tampa Bay area, I would be honored again to earn your real estate business and help you make your purchase here as smooth as possible. So I'm gonna drop my contact information on screen so you can get in touch. If you stuck around this long for the video, I wanna thank you. But before you head out, if you enjoyed this video and wanna see more like it, please go down, comment, like, hit that subscribe button, and stay tuned for more. Peace.